Good afternoon, everyone. Jason here. Today is July 25th, and this is your aftermarket update. All right, so I'm going to have this is going to be kind of an odd video here today because I'm about to show you a couple of trades that worked out extremely well here today. However, I broke even. And so I'm going to show you, I say trades, setups that worked out extremely well. But I ended up right at around the break-even mark here today. So the first one I want to show you is this introductory course sweet spot retracement area that we look at. If you look up here today, right after the open, the market rallied all the way up to 98. The sweet spot retracement was 59.96. If you were in the trade room with us this morning, you know that that level was identified before we got together, and that really was the trade of the day. If you'd have been able to get into that trade there at 96, it reached out all the way down here to just ahead of the ETH session open, which is represented by that golden colored line. That's 106 ticks to the downside here today. I tried to get on board a couple of times, ended up getting taking a couple of stop outs. We rallied back up here. And this was right around 10:15, 11 o'clock, and I was in this trade for a long time. Market spikes right back up and takes me out up here at 39. I was in from 57. Market takes me out at 39. We were looking to hang on down here to this sweet spot retracement. That would have put me up a couple $100, maybe $300-400 today had I been able to stay all the way to there. In fact, it would have, right? Because I would have stayed in to 19, and that's 20 ticks times 2 lots. That would have put me up $400 on the day. But I got chased out as I was just in. If you were in the room today, you'll recall that as I was trying to move that out of the way, the market popped up really quickly and popped me out, and then immediately moved back down again, and that was on this bar right here. So we talked about a sweet spot retracement down here at 19. We actually took that trade long. This trade gave you just a little bit of heat initially. In fact, whoops, that's the wrong. We need the ruler there. So again, this was 19. That low here was down to 13. And that's really where the market just kind of stabilized, was at 13. So again, we were looking to get in long here at 19. The most heat it ever gave you was 6 ticks. And we were looking to target to 45. So 19 to 45, actually, I think we got in at 20. That area right up here to 49 would have given us a 20-tick move. That would have also put me up $400 on the day. And so you could kind of get the sense of it here that I was just off by a little bit here today. But again, that sweet spot retracement right up here at 56.96 is the area that was the trade of the day, and it's that introductory course setup that I show you how to do as well. All right, same thing down here. We had a sweet spot retracement at 3,005 half on the ES. If you were in the trade room today, you saw me get into this. It immediately came down into that low, and all it did was give you about 1.5 points worth of heat, and then the market rallies up. It comes back and does a little dance. I can get in. It comes back, stops me out of break even, pops down to the low one more time, and then rallies all the way up for 10.5 points. And again, if you were in the trade room today, you know that I was talking about getting all the way into this target up here at around 16. There's a sweet spot retracement for 10.5 points that ends up taking me out at break even before it moves up. All right, so then, if you were in the room here today, you saw me trying to get short once we couldn't get through the daily structure signal. You saw me trying to get short here right around VWAP. I was in at 14.75 short. Market comes down to 12, takes me out of break even. I say, okay, we can't get through it again. I went to try to get short. I get hit but no fill. And again, if you were in the room, you witnessed that occur today. I got hit but no fill. 14.75 was the entry. And the low of the day is 16.5, almost 17 points away from that entry location. So again, very frustrating day. I did end up again right around the break-even mark, but you had a number of opportunities here today that we could have been way better than break-even. But again, that's part of trading sometimes. That's the way it goes. I'm turning off these levels here for just a moment so we can kind of zero in on the Sweet spot retracements here. The sweet spot retracement on the ES, again, was valid today gave you 1.5 of heat and rallied for 10.5 points. You had a sweet spot retracement up here on the CL that gave you that opportunity to get short up here right at the open, right at the RTX session open. There was 106 ticks, 105, 106 ticks there. And then, of course, I had the short up here that was not a sweet spot retracement, that I had a short there that ended up swiping me out before it went 17 points. So all in all, still not a bad day at break even, but really it could have been a much better day. If you are interested in learning how to draw these sweet spot retracements, I'm going to include a link in today's email for you so that you can get a copy of that introductory class, and you can see exactly how to draw that sweet spot retracement on your own. So with all that being said, I want to say thank you for watching the videos here at the Oil Trader Group, and until next time, I want to wish you good luck and good trade.